All right, we are trucking along in our Distillery Wars Shootout with two more iconic whiskeys going head to head to see which one's the best. Let's get into it. Hey everybody, and thank you so much for joining me today here on Blind Whiskey Reviews. Hopefully you are enjoying our Distillery Wars Shootout, and if you're not already subscribed, definitely click that subscribe button down below and click the bell notification. That way you'll know every time a new one of these Distillery Wars videos pops up, and you can keep up with the latest and greatest. If you haven't caught the previous videos up until now, I have linked a playlist up here, which has all the videos in this series, so you can catch up on all the reviews I did of the whiskeys, and all the head-to-head blind shootouts up until now. So let's get moving on in our Distillery Wars Shootout with whiskey number 3. This one's got a really nice nose. Got some lighter fruits up front. Some red fruits in there. Kind of got some of that red apple character. Some berry characters. Like a strawberry. Maybe more like raspberry. A little bit of vanilla, caramel. Stays pretty sweet, not too many oaky notes as of yet. Let's move over here to number 4. So this one's not popping on the nose quite as much as number 3. A little bit deeper, a little bit darker. Big notes of like vanilla, dark brown sugar. A little bit of oak. Really making me work for that nose though, not really popping off the glass. So let's get into what really matters and get into the taste. Cheers. So, not quite as sweet on the palate as it is on the nose. Definitely got some of those light fruit characters up front. Definitely has a switch toward a spicier character towards the back. Let's get another taste. Yeah, you're not getting a lot of those red fruit characters I found on the nose. There's maybe a slight hint of that berry character in the mid palate. Get a couple of those like, brown sugar notes in the middle, and then maybe a little bit of vanilla. Then as it goes to the back of the palate, it gets a little bit spicy on you. Definitely got some like herbal notes, a slight touch of like black pepper spice maybe. Definitely a little bit of like that tannic bitterness from the oak. Not a lot of oak flavor, just a little bit of that bitter character. Not finishing especially sweet, but let's move over here to number 4. Definitely gonna need another taste before I start giving you some flavor notes here. But at first taste, not really popping on the palate here. The flavors just really aren't popping off of this one. I mean, kind of like it was in the nose. Very subdued at this point. They're definitely the flavors that are there, a little bit deeper, a little bit darker. We got a little bit of that like dark fruit, like a plum, dark plum, black currant, just a little bit of that up front. No really dark berry notes. The middle of the palate really turns into that vanilla, dark brown sugar. Towards the back, there's like a little bit of that oak bitterness, some of those oak tannins, like a little bit like tobacco, like wet tobacco. A little bit of sweetness, like a sweet vanilla back there too. It's good. I wish it would pop a little bit more. So we're definitely going to give these two a little bit more of a head-to-head here, see which one's tasting better. I need to go grab my water. For some reason, I forgot my water, so I'll be grabbing that, getting back into these tastings, so that way I can give you guys my notes and my verdict when we come back. I'm obviously, as I've been doing, going to speed that up so I don't have to waste a few more minutes of your guys' life watching me go back and forth between these two. So we will be right back. All right, so these turned out to be a little bit different than I initially thought. So number three's got some really good fruit flavors. A lot of that nice fruit up front, a little bit of that spice in the back, which is really nice to kind of round out and get a little bit more of a wide variety of flavors on it. Number four, though, I really thought it didn't have much flavor when we initially tasted it. As I got a little bit of water on the palate, cleared up a little bit, and gave it a little bit of time here, it really opened up, really showed that it had a lot more depth and complexity and flavor there, and a little bit more power, maybe a little bit more heat. So I feel like they're pretty close in proof, but maybe that number four is a little bit higher. It just brought, after the a few tastes of it, it brought a little bit more warmth on the tongue. So other than that, they're pretty similar in the mouthfeel, both in the kind of like that thin side of medium. Not very coating on either of them. The finishes are medium though. Both of them have a little bit of lingering characters and flavors after the fact, which is nice. Like I said, I think number four might be a little, just a smidge higher proof. Number four stays deeper and darker and kind of in that realm. Definitely has some of those like standard bourbon notes of the caramels, vanillas, the brown sugars, and the oaky notes and things like that. But it brings a little bit of that nice dark fruit, and there's a few dark characters you can pick out there. Brings a lot of that nice dark brown sugar. Brings a good pop of vanilla and those oaky kind of notes that you get towards the back of the palate. So really nice here. Over here, like I said, more light and fruity up front. A little bit thin across the palate. Towards the back, you get a little bit of nice spicy kick. Like I said, some of those herbal notes, a little bit of pepperiness. Both are really nice, and this really turned out to be a lot closer than I thought it was going to be. But for me today, I think I'm going to have to say that the winner of today's shootout is... This is so close, but I think I'm going to call it as number four today. I really liked the way it opened up. Had it stayed the way it did when we initially tasted it, number four definitely wouldn't have won. Number three would have taken it by a landslide, but this one definitely opened up to have a lot better flavors and characters than what it initially presented. So I'm going to give it to number four today. So as I've been asking you in all of these videos, let me know in the comments down below, did I get it right? Did I get it wrong? Which of these whiskeys do you think you would have chosen? Love to hear your guys' opinion. As always, you can follow me on Instagram and Twitter at blind_reviews. You can also catch me on Instagram at Mission Bottle Kill, and you can send me an email at blindwhiskeyreviews@gmail.com. And until next time, cheers.